Guys, welcome to Crazy Burger. So today I'm going to be looking at Doodle World Deluxe, which is now available on Steam. You can also pick this up on Nintendo Switch. And we're going to have a look at this next. Okay guys, just before we get started, give a little background to Doodle World. This is a game that I first discovered on EliteColeyBoy. However, it was also released as a physical copy, and you can buy the NES ROM itself and play in different emulators, which I did at the time, and also bought the Indie Heroes Collection 1, which is on the EliteColeyBoy here, which is a great cart, and this is one of the games that definitely stood out for me. Absolutely brilliant. It was made by basically father and daughter. Nate is obviously the one that developed the main game, but his daughter Araceli, I think that's how you pronounce it, is the designer basically, and all the characters are made from her drawings that she made, so it is really cool. And I love the design of it, and obviously this original game was really more for kids. If you can see, it was quite easy to play, pretty simple to pick up, and really good fun. Stick up a little bit. Let's have a quick bash. This is obviously the EliteColeyBoy version of it, but it's very the same game, but the Doodle World Deluxe version has a little bit more extras, which we'll go through in a little minute. But you see, great little game. I love the art style, it's absolutely fantastic. Great music as well. Very simple, probably ideal for kids and adults to pick up. It's very simple, very straightforward. Anyway guys, let's have a look at Doodle World Deluxe. Okay, this is Doodle World Deluxe on the Steam Deck. You can also buy this on Nintendo Switch. I think it was about £8-9 or something, or £8.50, I can't really remember. It does say on here it's like, unsure whether it's compatible, but it's absolutely fine, it plays okay. And I love the additions that they've added here, it really is cool. We'll go through some of these here that we can see. And so they've got some extras that they've got here, some art that they've added for you, and you can basically zoom in as well. It gives you a little bit of background about the game. You can play as Doodle and travel across the world to defeat King Eraser and all his minions. Really cool. Instead, this is a picture of Nate and his daughter. Developer and designer, absolutely fantastic. And that's some cool stuff there. There's a sound test as well here, which has been included. Now the soundtrack is fantastic. I love the sort of music as well. It really goes fantastically well with the actual game. You hold down the two shoulder buttons to escape there. And that's really it. You really can just start the game. There are, hold on, I think there is actually some options that you can fix. Let's see, I'll go into the actual game first before. So this is the original game, that's included here. You can see you can actually change the aspect ratio of the screen, which we'll try and jump into. So if you hold down the two shoulder buttons, L1 and R1, you get this little settings, I guess it is. You can save your game, load game, title screen, go back to the main title screen obviously. So the display here, you can make this full screen. Kind of looks a bit stretched right enough, but I'm quite happy just leaving it as it is. Change the resolution. You got a CRT filter, which is kind of weird if you want that on or not, and it kind of gives that kind of monitor style thing. Frame Doodle World, you can turn that on or off. Pixel Perfect, 4.3 widescreen, so you can really change that depending on what you prefer. I'll leave it as Pixel Perfect just now, I think. And then Palette Vanilla Game Chat. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest, what these options do, to be honest. I'll probably have to experiment a little bit, but that might change the in-game graphics, I guess. Not entirely sure. There's obviously a extra bit there about instruction manual, and it gives you some notes on the actual game. Oh, look at that, that's quite cool. Nice. And they're all the people that actually worked on the game. You might recognise some of these names as well. Playtesters, Alistair Lowe. Wow, He is obviously of Flea and Tapeworm fame. Dale Coop, who's obviously into the Nest Maker stuff as well, which is really cool. Got his hand in a lot of these games. This has obviously been made with the Nest Maker program. But anyway, let's jump into Doodle World first. You've got two options. You've got normal mode and kids mode. I believe kids mode is a little bit easier. You get more lives. Basically, it's just a little bit more straightforward. But yeah, we'll just obviously use normal mode. I'll turn the sound up just a little bit. Now this original game, you've just got a single jump, whereas in the new game I think there's a double jump, but we'll go over that in a little minute. Very straightforward. Collect the cranes. They don't really do an awful lot apart from give you extra life when you get to 99. But yeah, it's kind of quite addictive nonetheless. You can jump on the enemies' heads, though not the ones that's got the pointy head. That's invincibility, that one, so you can basically run over any enemy you see. And this is bonus level. You can collect as many cranes as you possibly can. Now, like I said, you collect these cranes to get an extra life. Once it gets to 99, it will just loop back over and you will get an extra life. That's basically all the cranes do, I believe, unless I'm wrong. Yeah. And I love the graphic style, the way it sort of looks as if it's been doodled on a notepad. I absolutely love it. It really stands out. It's pretty much different from a lot of other games that you'll play. Really cutesy platform. It's not too much of a challenge. There are boss levels at the end of every few stages, and it probably won't take you an awful long time to actually complete. That's where probably the second game, or the redrawn version, comes in. It is a lot harder. There's no doubt the challenge is tougher, which is quite cool, because I think the original game is probably too easy, let's be honest. So excuse me, I've got a slight cold. Yeah, I've got invincibility there, which is why I can take that enemy out. But don't jump on those ones' heads, because you'll die. But love the soundtrack, love the graphic style. It's such a great game. Obviously, it's not the longest game you'll ever play, but it's so addictive, it's fun. It's difficult not to enjoy this. As I say, I really enjoyed picking this up on Evercade. It really stood out on that cart, and there are, I think, 17 games on the Evercade Indie Heroes cart, and for me this is probably one of the maybe top 3 games on that cart, which says a lot for how highly I rate this game. I really loved it. Anyway guys, I think we've seen enough of this version of Doodle World. The whole point really, I guess, is to try and look at the redrawn, remastered version. Let's sort of jump out. We'll just maybe save that. You can see you can save your game. You've got 3 slots. And let's go back to the title screen. How cool is that? You can also get links here to go to, looks like Discord and Twitter page. You can follow the guys on there, which is cool, which I already do. So let's have a look at Doodle World Redrawn. Now at first you might think it's actually just the same game, but it's not really. The stages have been remixed a little bit, and you now have a double jump. You see, you also got kids mode, normal mode. Again, press this menu button to start. Now you can see, you press the jump button, you've now got a double jump, and you definitely need it because the levels themselves have been redesigned, and you pretty much, you can see here, there's no way you're going to reach these platforms without the double jump. Certainly quite a lot harder than the original Doodle World, that's for sure. So I'm looking forward to the new challenge that's on offer. I doubt very much I'm going to be finishing this game in maybe half an hour like probably the original was. I mean, I could really finish that in 20 to 30 minutes. It wasn't really that hard, but it was fun. That's the only downside I think about that original game. It was just very short. But I guess it's really more for kids, I guess. And the attention span isn't particularly great, so half an hour for a game is probably plenty for them. You can see that you need to be a little bit more careful with your jumping. The levels are slightly sort of more difficult, I think. The placement of the enemies and the platforms. Sort of harder to reach bonus areas as well. But it's obviously the same sort of music, same idea, slight additions, but yeah, it's certainly more of a challenge than the original game, that's for sure. Double jump works fantastically well. Very addictive stuff. Like I say, once you reach the end of the stages, you will get to a boss battle. Hopefully I'll get through this and maybe try and show you a boss battle, but it's certainly a lot tougher than the original game, so I might not even get that far. One of the things I definitely noticed is that the enemies seem to have a mind of their own. See, that one sort of disappears and goes away somewhere. Don't know where he goes. They just sort of wander off. They've got a mind of their own. Oh, didn't double jump. Yeah. I don't think we're going to see any boss battles, are we? Ah, don't jump on that one's head. No, we're not. Okay, finally got to the end of this stage, in which you reach the boss battle, which should be a little bit easier, I guess. The fact of, oh, I say that, famous last words. Should be a little bit easier. You've got a double jump. Not too hard. The first one's pretty straightforward, and voila, you move on to the next stage. And guys, if you've never played this game, I would highly recommend. You can pick up on NES ROM, you can download it and play it in your favourite handheld. You can buy the physical copy, you can buy it on Switch, you can get it on Steam, you can get it on Indie Heroes Collection 1, but if you want to play the Redrawn version, at the moment it's only available on Switch and Steam, and I would highly recommend it. I think it's fantastic, it's great fun, really addictive stuff, and this Redrawn version certainly is more of a challenge. So if you thought the first one was too easy, then try pick this one up. It certainly will give you an extra challenge. Still not the most difficult game, I guess, but it's got trickier stages where you need to sort of get your head round that double jump and the sort of redrawn sort of platforms. Having played the original quite a lot, it is quite weird to get your head round. You're expecting a platform to be where it used to be and it's not, it's been changed. It's kind of weird. But yeah, fantastic. I love the graphic style, the music. Oh, excellent little game. Obviously the graphics are very NES-like, because that's what it's based on. But for the money, it's not bad at all. Pretty reasonably priced. Oh, we're already on to the second boss. Still has that flickering which you obviously have with your NES, which is kind of weird. But still, what a great little game. Guys, thanks very much for watching the video. We'll catch you again in the next one. Bye for now. Oh. Oh yeah, I'm obviously playing the kids mode here. You basically just get a couple extra lives, so you can maybe last a little bit longer. So it's not as if we're playing an easier version. You just have more lives. I don't think there's less enemies on screen. I might be wrong. Oh damn.